right, we're here. All right, here we go. So, like I said, I cannot say this stuff about a function enough. A function is a relation where each input has exactly one output. It's an input-output machine, right? The way we work with a function is x goes into the function and y comes out of the function. And that's how we build all of these ordered pairs, right? X comma y. I want you guys to always, for the rest of your math life, when you see an ordered pair, see it as a story. See it as this number went into an equation and this number came out of the equation, okay? All right, then we have function notation. F of x equals y. That means that x got plugged into function f and it spit out y as the output. All right, just remember, if you're looking at a list of ordered pairs, the x's cannot repeat. The y's are allowed to repeat. And then last, the graph of a function will always pass the vertical line test. All right, let's go to the first slide and let's do an example. All right, so guys, all you need is paper and pencil because you're going to do the math and then you're going to post your answer on a Post-it, but don't post it until I tell you to. I want to give everybody a fair shot because everybody works at a different speed. So I've given you this function. I want you to find f of -5. So go ahead. When we're ready, we're going to post it on a Post-it. I don't care what color. Let me just give you guys some time to find out that answer. You should get a number as your answer. What number comes out when -5 goes in?
Mom, they want to leave.
What's up?
They're mad.
Why?
Because.
Are you being bad? Oh. Allie, I guess we're having a day too over here. I need you to go upstairs so I can finish this, and I'll be up in a minute.
10?
Soon.
10.
Okay? All right? Now, again, I'm going to say this like every time. I appreciate you guys participating, and I appreciate honest answers. The one thing I cannot stand is the person who sits here and just writes what everybody else posted. It's not what this is about. You're supposed to be doing the work yourself, practicing the material, and making sure that you understand it. So please, I don't care if the answer is wrong as long as it's honest. This is a safe space. There is no shame in getting anything wrong. All right? So if you guys are ready, you can put your answer on a Post-it and let me know what you got. Okay? Just keep them coming. And again, if you could just lower them so they don't cover up the problem. Excellent. Just keep them coming. Good job. Great. Okay. All right, awesome. I love that answer. Let me just go to the work in case anybody needs to see it. This was the function they gave you. I just always want to remember that this is -1 times x squared. Only x is being squared. So whatever you plug in for x, you square it, and then you times it by the negative sign. So it should look like this. The negative sign, -5 squared, -4 times -5, and then +7. Now you can either type this into your calculator or do the math yourself, but you definitely get 2 as the answer to this problem. The worst thing I've seen students do is they multiply, get 5, and then they square, and they get positive 25 here. Please be careful with that. You're only squaring the -5. This negative is on the outside. All right, let's go to the next slide. And please feel free to unmute if you have any questions. All right, next slide. All right, now I've given you the function f of x equals 2/3 x minus 5. I want you to find x if f of x equals -13. So guys, remember, functions can work two ways. Either you are given an input and you go find the output, or they give you the output and now you have to find the input. So think about it. They're asking you to find x if -13 came out of this function. So think about how you can get that answer. All right, take your time, write it down, and then when I tell you to, you can post it. I don't want to rush anybody. I know some of you work faster than others. right? You're trying to find out what number went in to make negative 13 come out. All right. If you think you know, you can hit your Post-it and put your Post-it up there and let me know what you got. Keep them coming. Oh, I think I'm trying to move that at the same time as somebody else is. Okay. Good job. I'm seeing a lot of good answers here. All right, so let me go over to the work to show you if you need to see the work. So now in this case, in order to find out who went in to make negative 13 come out, you have to take the actual written rule, the function, and set it equal to negative 13. So I'm going to add 5. Then you end up getting 2/3 x equals negative 8. And then what I did to get x by itself is I times both sides by the reciprocal of 2/3, which was 3/2. So that cancels and gets me just x. And then on the right side, I put negative 8 over 1. I didn't even see it, Mackenzie or Miranda. I hope you're okay. All right, over here, I got negative 8 times 3 on top is negative 24. 1 times 2 on bottom is 2. Negative 24 divided by 2 is negative 12. So you definitely need a negative 12 to go into this function to make a negative 13 come out. Just to give you another solving idea, if you add 5 and get down to the 2/3 x equals negative 8, you are allowed to divide the 2/3 away like you normally would when something is attached to x, but that means you have to be able to plug this into your calculator correctly. So if you're going to plug that into your calculator, just make sure you do negative 8 divided by. Does this sound like a zoo in my house right now? Can you hear all of can you hear all that background noise? Yeah, okay, that's good. They're playing with the dog. And then make sure you put 2/3 in parentheses to keep the fraction together. Otherwise, your calculator will divide negative 8 by 2 first and then divide by 3, and we don't want that. All right, but at the end of the day, it's definitely a negative 12 as your answer. All right, great stuff. Again, everybody's gotten them all right so far, which could be great. It could be that easy for you, but it's kind of like saying that if we all took a quiz on this, we'd get 100, and that's usually rare for everybody in the class to get it right. So I really hope that you guys are actively doing this yourself and not writing what everybody else wrote. All right, here we go. Look at this problem. I've given you 3 different functions, f of x, g of x, and h of x. I want you guys to find h of negative 6 minus f of 0. So guys, you have to understand this is like 3 problems in one. First, you're going to have to go to function h and plug a negative 6 in, get a number. Then you're going to have to go to function f and plug a 0 in, get a number. Then they want you to subtract those 2 numbers. So right now, g of x has nothing to do with this problem. So you guys go and see what number you get as the answer to this problem.
Mom, you're not going to get any of my slides done.
Okay, Zach, I can't have this, bud. You got to go upstairs.
I know, but Mom, I have a meet at 11:50, and it's a math quiz.
At 11
so
what?
11:50.
11:15. Okay, you'll be fine.
I
know. They're doing math right now. Look how happy they look. Look at all those happy, miserable faces.
No, I don't like math.
What?
I don't like math.
Take it back.
I don't like it.
What?
I don't like it.
Zach, I'm not going to feed you lunch today.
I
You're not allowed to talk like that.
don't like math at all.
Well, what do you like?
Not math, but the other ones.
He's being very mean right now. You may not even get dinner, too. And it's Friday night, Zach. You know what you get on Friday night. Tell them what you get on Friday nights.
Fortnite.
Well, not Fortnite. I hate Fortnite. What do you get for dinner on Friday nights?
Nose.
What do you get for dinner on Friday nights?
Wendy's!
Wendy's?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I know you like that, but we have Friday nights with the cousins, and we get McDonald's.
Yeah.
But you would rather Wendy's.
Yeah.
I'm with you. That
That's
Baconator, man, it's a pretty good
I
sandwich.
don't like the Baconator.
You're missing. Killing me today, Zach. Just ripped my heart out. What's going on? You can tell me you don't like dogs next either? What's going on?
I don't like dogs.
You can't say that out loud. They'll think you're like a murderer. You can't say you don't like dogs. That means something's wrong with you.
I don't like your eyes.
Oh, okay. You cannot like my eyes.
Yeah, chicken.
Okay, thank you. All right, you gotta go. You gotta go. They want to do math. They're mad that you're distracting me. All right, here we go. If you got an answer to this problem, you can throw it up there. All right, so a lot of you, it looks like, are giving me the two separate answers, which is great because it looks like it's the right answers. But you want to take the number you got for this and then subtract the number you got for that. So then you should get one number as your answer. So whoever put this and that, it looks like those are the correct answers, maybe not in the right order, but you want to do this. Take the number you got for that and subtract the number you got for this. So let me go to my board. I don't see a right answer yet, so let me go up here. So in this case, they want you to take h of negative 6 and subtract f of 0. So h of negative 6 means to go to function h and plug a negative 6 in. So guys, I did that. I went to function h and I plugged a negative 6 in, so it became 18 divided by negative 6, and I got negative 3. So now that's going to be negative 3 subtract whatever number I get from f of 0. So then I went to function f and I plugged in 0. So 3 minus 7 times 0, that's 3 minus 0, that's 3. So that means I'm going to put a 3 here. So I'm going to take negative 3 and I'm going to subtract 3. That's what you want to do. I got a negative 3 as h of negative 6. I'm going to subtract what I got for f of 0, which is just 3. So at the end of the day, you should get negative 6 as your answer. Guys, I'm glad you all left your answers, the honest ones, up there, because maybe this is a problem that we have to address. All right, I thought we were ready for it. Maybe we're not. It's 3 problems in one. First, you get a number for this. That's one problem. Then you get a number for this. That's your second problem. Then you're going to subtract those 2 numbers that you got. That's the third problem. All right? Can I get a thumbs up if that makes a little bit more sense now that you've seen the answer? Is everybody okay with that? Yes? Okay. All right. So be careful with that one. All right. Let me go to the next slide because we're going to do it again. Go ahead, Jack. What are you confused about? I have no sound. Am I muted? Jack, do you have any sound on? Miss Greenhouse, I don't hear you either. Oh, but you're muted. Are you, no? There's no sound? You can hear me, but I can't hear you. Oh, why? Why is that? Jack, can you write in the chat what confuses you? It's just literally, you got to get all of these functions. They're inputs and outputs. You plug something in, you get something out. Everything you plug in is going to get you an answer. You get a number. So you got to get numbers for all of this so that you can do the mathematical operation they are asking you. I don't know if you can put it in the chat. What part confused you? No, I have no idea why I can't hear you guys. Wait, you got 3 comma negative 3. I don't understand that. Like, first you should have gotten negative 3 for this. If you plug negative 6 right there, 18 divided by negative 6 is negative 3. So this becomes a negative 3. Then you're subtracting. Now you got to go get f of 0. So you plug 0 right there. Oh, you put it in the opposite order. You said 3 comma negative 3. I thought there was the order. So Jack, you got a negative 3 for this. So that's the answer now. So now you're going to put, instead of h of negative 6 minus this, h of negative 6 became negative 3. Now I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to subtract. Now what number did you get for f of 0? I got 3. So now you're going to subtract 3. So this literally means h of negative 6 is negative 3. Then I'm going to subtract. F of 0 is 3. Negative 3 subtract 3 becomes negative 6. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. All right, let's go to the next one. It's the same thing, except I add another one. Perfect. All right, go to the next one. Same exact 3 functions, except now I want you to find g of negative 1. You're going to get a number for that. You're going to add it with h of 2. You're welcome. You're going to get a number for this. Then you're going to subtract f of negative 8. You're going to get a number for that. So guys, this is like 4 problems. First, you got to find this number. Then you got to find this number. Then you got to find that number. Then you got to add and subtract them. So one at a time, get me a number for each one of these functions. Take your time. Don't post it until I tell you to. Again, hopefully you're writing it down and doing it. Not yet. Soon.
I got 10 minutes.
Okay, I'll be right there. Me too. All right, so guys, I don't want to rush anybody, but if you think you know the answer, go ahead. You can throw it up there and let me know what you got when you added and then subtracted all of these numbers together. I feel like we're all going to be nervous to put our answer up now. It's okay. If you are ready, you can put it up. Okay. I'm going to wait for a few more. Okay, good. Okay. Keep throwing your answers up there as you get them. There's a lot of you, so there should be a lot of answers. Good job. Keep throwing them up there. Good. We got a Q in there. Okay. All right, I'm seeing a lot of good answers, and then there are a few incorrect ones. Let me go over to the paper to show you. All right, so in this case, first you have to get a number for g of negative 1 so that you can add it with h of 2. So you need a number for h of 2, then you have to subtract f of negative 8. So I need a number for this. So you have to make sure you plug these numbers into the correct function. So negative 1 has to go into g, 2 has to go into h, and negative 8 has to go into f. All right, so guys, I just do these off to the side. First, I found g of negative 1, so I plugged negative 1 into the g of x function, and I got negative 1. Then I plugged 2 into h. I found h of 2. 18 divided by 2, I got 9. And then I went and found f of negative 8 by plugging negative 8 into the f of x function. So if I do that, I got 59. 3 minus 7 times negative 8. So guys, these in the circles are the 3 numbers we got for g of negative 1, h of 2, and f of negative 8. So now you want to put them where they belong. G of negative 1, I got negative 1. Then I'm going to add it with h of 2, which I got 9. And then I'm going to subtract f of negative 8, and I got 59, right? This was negative 1 plus 9 minus 59. That is what you have to do to get to your final answer. And you should get negative 51 when you do that. And I saw a lot of good answers, so that was good. All right, so again, it's more annoying than it is hard in the sense that you would just have all these different values to find first, and then you have to add and subtract them together. All right, that might be something that some of you might want to ask me if you're struggling with, because there definitely was, that was the most strong answers we've had so far. All right, but good job. I just appreciate your effort. All right, look at the next one. All right, the next couple ones don't take any math, so that's nice. All right, guys, so look at this question. Oh, I went too many. All right, it says the given table represents a function. Determine which ordered pair could be added to this table and the table would still represent a function. So guys, look, they've listed all ordered pairs in a table format. So -5, -1, -6, 9, and so on. So they're telling you this is a function. So that means when -5 goes into this function, it spits out a -1. I have no idea why that is, and I don't care. I don't know what mathematical rule they used. It just says that when -5 goes in, -1 comes out. When -6 goes into that same function, a 9 comes out. I can't hear you, Angel. What was your question, sweetie? I don't know why I have no volume.
You hear me?
Oh, wait, now I can hear you. But it's very echoed.
Maybe you said it before.
Angel, do you have a question? Yeah, I can.
I want to know how was
I don't know. Huh? Oh, what a good day. Say that again, Angel. What was negative? It's not negative. Hold on. It's not negative. They asked us to subtract in the problem. So I'm subtracting the positive 59. Okay? All right. I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know. Okay. All right, look at the next one. Can you still hear me? Okay. All right, the next question. So again, which ordered pair could you pick to be added to this table and it would still represent a function? So if I can give you a clue, don't pick A, because that means that when -5 goes in, -5 comes out. And we already know when -5 goes in, -1 comes out of this function. So this would not make it still a function. So throw up, oh, the kitty cat. Hey, Jack. Throw up what ordered pair you think would be the correct answer. Which one could be added to this table and it still represents a function? Excellent. Right? It's a good answer to me. Hopefully everybody else is going to throw theirs up too. I don't know if there's more coming. There we go. Right? We don't want to put this one on because we already know when -6 goes in, a 9 comes out. This says that when -6 goes in, a 3 could also come out. That's not a function. We already know that when 9 goes in, a 6 comes out. And this ordered pair says that when 9 goes in, an 8 could also come out. And that's not a function. All right, perfect. I'm going to go to the next one. You can just keep putting your answers up because the time is cutting us short. I'm sorry, we had a lot of distractions today, mainly my son. All right, look at this one. This is, I hope, meant to be easy, but I can get a lot of students to get this one wrong too. So guys, it says translate the following statement into an ordered pair. So when we work with functions, I told you, you can write your answer like this, or you can write your answer as an ordered pair. F of -5 equals 11. That means that when -5 goes in, 11 comes out. So guys, what would that look like written as an ordered pair? Who goes in and who goes out? Who's the X coordinate? Who's the Y coordinate? Good, excellent. I feel like this could go like 50-50 on a quiz. A lot of times I can get a student to write 11 -5, and that's not how this works. The input is always X. The output is always Y. Excellent, all right? All right, good. You can just keep throwing them up there. I know I'm rushing now. I definitely don't want to do that. Let me just go to the last question. Well, one of the last questions. All right, guys, this is so freaky. I've done this problem probably for like 6 years since we got the new Algebra 2 book, but look at it. The flu is attacking Tom's River. This is weird. Oh my God, coronavirus. All right, it says the function S of t equals 9t minus 4. It calculates the number of people who have the flu. T represents the time in days. So that means when you plug a number in for T, like 2, that means 2 days, how many people have the flu. So you plug in the number of days and the function spits out the number of people that have the flu. S represents the number of people in thousands. So guys, when the number comes out of the function, you have to interpret that as a number in the thousands. So guys, get this. Let's say how many people had the flu after 10 days. So you'd plug in 10. It would be 9 times 10 is 90, minus 4 is 86. So that means after 10 days, 86,000 people have the flu, okay? The number that comes out has to be translated into the thousands. So guys, find me the number of people, oh, I spelled people wrong. Find the number of people who have the flu after 4 days, and then we're gonna stop after this one. How many people have the flu after 4 days? Just be careful. Make sure you tell me your number in the correct interpretation. And then just because of time, as soon as you think you know the answer, you can throw it up there. Just be careful how you write your answer. It's not S of 32. Nope. It's S of 4 because 4 goes in. Oh, look who's fancy like that. Nice. All right. Your answer, your output should just be a number. So it shouldn't be S of anything. We should just be the output. Good. Now again, 32 does come out, but that's 32,000 people. All right. So let me just go here to show you guys. In this case, S of 4, you plug 4 in. 9 times 4 is 36 minus 4, that's 32. So 32 does come out, but it's not 32 people who have the flu. It's 32,000 people. You have to change the output to a number in the thousands, guys, all right? So it's 32,000 people have the flu after 4 days. All right, and we're going to have to stop there because class has just ended. All right, so good. I see a lot of good answers now. All right. If you have any questions off of any of this, I apologize that I can't hear you. You guys can reach out to me. I did not assign any new homework for the weekend. So all you have is yesterday's homework, 2.1 homework number 3 on Delta Math. That's due tonight at 11:45. But after tonight, you have no homework. I did not assign anything new this for the weekend. Just enjoy and relax. Okay, we'll start the next section on Monday. I hope you all have a good weekend. Thank you for being here. Hang out if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll see you later.